We on that Gatorade, baby. Yep. You know what time it is. Bee-boo, bee-boo. Yeah, you know what's up? Bee-boo, bee-boo. Me and Bee-boo. Player 1 and player 2. Anyways. So funny thing, right? You guys know what time it is. We doing another video. Boop. YouTube. So I was just reviewing the footage of us playing this piece of shit game. Where is this shit? Here, this shit, right? So, fake Genshin Squadra, right? This game is fake as fuck. Again, we've reviewed this. We've done the test so many times. We've showed with the Digimon cards that the internet is full of fucking cheaters, right? We simulate in real life games, or we play real games in real life of Digimon card game, and it's very obvious that America and the internet is just full of fucking retards, right? And so we're reviewing our footage of this game, right? Because I was like, I forget if I was gonna delete part of this shit, if I have to delete this, this part of this video, right? Which, this is a new video we uploaded. And so I could see where some people would watch this video and they would be like, oh, he's cheating, right? Or, oh, you're cheating. Or maybe when we're playing against the other team, they'll be getting pissed off and saying, oh, you're cheating, blah, blah, blah. No, you're a moron. So, again, you don't know how the fucking game works, or how video games or anything in the real world works, right? That's the fucking problem, right? So, we're playing Baby, first of all, right? Baby's a tank character. He's a tank. Means he has a lot of health, right? So let's check this shit out first of all, right? Genshin Squadra. Look at this. So you can see on their website, you can click on, hold on, our fucking webcam's in the way. So this is the website for Genshin Squadra, right? And you can see all of the characters. There's damage characters. All kinds of cool damage characters you can pick from. There's tanks. All kinds of cool tank characters. And they're always releasing new characters. They've been updating the game. Keeping it real nice and fresh. Super healthy, right? They just released Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Awesome. Which I'm pretty sure the other one is the other one? This one's Caulifla. And this one's Kefla. Okay. Yeah. And so anyways, we're playing Baby, right? So first of all, you have to know how the fucking game works before you start fucking complaining, right? So he's a tank character. He has lots of health, right? Finger Blitz Barrage, this move, shoots laser beams out of his fingers, right? He got that purple magic. Next up, Energy Explosion gives him tankiness and slows the enemy. It gives him extra strike defense. It gives him a buff. While he has this move active, it applies move speed to enemies hit by, or move speed down to enemies hit by the attack, right? And then also, while it's active, you get strike defense up, okay? So, if they're slowed and they're right next to you, and if they're not next to you, they basically can't hit you, right? And then this move, Possession, heals your character. It heals Baby while he possesses a teammate. And then it'll also apply Lifesteal from all of your energy beams that you shoot out. It'll heal your teammate. Okay? So that's the first fucking thing you morons have to understand, is how this fucking game works. Because I was just reviewing the video, and then I remember they started cheating, and I guarantee you, just some people would be pissed off or annoyed, or think that I was cheating if they're watching the video or playing the game. but in reality, you fucking suck. That's your problem. Okay? So this is his ultimate Revenge Blast, where he explodes the screen, and you can see he gets an orange bar. You see he doesn't have an orange bar right here, but now he does after he used his super, right? That's his ultimate ability. That's his ultimate, his last move that you can get, right? You have to level up a bunch of times before you can get this move. So that's the first thing you have to understand, right? So let's check this shit out.
Slow her down.
So look, see? We got our strike defense up, and this Morin's trying to chase us. See, they try to chase us? So hold on, let's rewind it a little bit more. Let's see. Let's see this entire exchange. So we show up to top lane, right? We show up top lane.
They trying to sneak up.
We hit both of them. You see that? With the laser beam.
Ooh, yep.
Unfortunately, our teammate is stacked right on top of us, but again... Okay, hold on. The fucking webcam's in the way. Let's rewind it.
Yep, and they trying to sneak up.
So we hit both of them with the laser beam.
Ooh, get black.
Majin Buu can't hit both characters. He's not hitting both of us right now. Majin Buu is more of an annoying character, right? He's really good at healing and getting away. That's just realistic. I think most people would agree with that. Kind of like Krillin, right? Krillin can be really annoying. He'll hit you with the solar flare and you can't fight back, right? Kind of like that. Majin Buu does the same shit. He doesn't hit both characters. Solar flare can hit both characters, but usually, not everything that we're talking about applies to Krillin, right? But usually, Majin Buu will just be really annoying, and he can get away, right? So that purple, or that pink ball on the screen is Majin Buu slow, right? He slowed our teammate, but his projectile, the cotton candy that he throws out, only applies to the first character that it hits. It didn't hit me. It's not doing damage to me, okay? So you guys are fucking idiots, and you're upset that you suck. So look, our teammate is slowed. We land both laser beams on both of them.
Yeah, we could not.
So look, let's go back. Double laser beam, double laser beam. We land both of our fucking laser beams on both of them. We did double fucking damage. And then we just got our possession back. Which, if we possessed our teammate, they might have just instantly died, and then it was a waste of an action for us, right? So we would have literally just went off of the screen, which technically being invulnerable is nice, but we're not doing damage if we possess our teammate and they instantly die. So instead what we do, we energy explosion.
Okay, we cannot heal him.
See? And now look what's happening. We have strike defense up, so any attacks that are hitting us does reduce damage, and they're slowed. So both of them can't actually hit us, and I'm pretty sure that Android 18 is actually a melee character, so she's not next to us. Let me see. Android 18 Genshin Squadra. Let's check this shit out. Rush attack. Yeah, see? It's a melee attack. So she doesn't have a ranged attack. Which some of you morons might say, no, look at that range. No, she's not Piccolo, dumbass. She's not Piccolo. She's not Baby. There's way better characters that has way bigger range than that. Okay, look at this shit. You want to see long range attack? That's a real ranged attack, right? That's a ranged attack. Where's Baby at? Look, Baby has a ranged attack. Which some of you might say, oh, that's the same range as Android 18. Yeah, but she's slowed as well. I mean, my character's going slow, but even if she was hitting us, we still have strike defense up and a shield. The yellow bar is a shield, and we don't have to have the God of Destruction or the tower up. for our yellow shield to come back.
Instantly.
So look, again, we're slowing them both.
Which was unfortunate.
She lands her super, which is nice, but look, we use our ultimate, and we get another shield, and it does a lot of damage.
Super. Blast them.
Majin Buu finally lands a cotton candy on us, but they don't use the run on us. They don't use the ready go, which again, Majin Buu, we already explained this shit before, but Majin Buu, because unfortunately there's so many bad Majin Buu players are just cheaters. Majin Buu gets a buff whenever he immobilizes or disrupts the enemy, right? And his run move disrupts the enemy.
Yeah, they forced to run away. They forced to run away.
And so they run away from us.
Let's try to steal their shit.
And then we're winning now. We're stealing shit from their side of the map. They missed. Do you see that? She fucking missed, and we slow her at max range. She's forced to dash at us, and then they don't finish us. Again.
So we can heal. Here we go.
Now we're healing.
He's running away! What a dumbass!
And our fucking teammate runs away, which is so annoying.
How annoying. Okay, push her off.
I think she missed right there. Did you guys see that?
How annoying. Okay, push her off.
Yeah, and right here, we go for the objective, right? So this guy right here, this is the objective. Yeah, so look, she missed. She missed. She didn't hit us. And again, we have full health, because when we use the possession, we heal ourselves. It heals baby. Baby, I told you guys, I like to play baby, and you guys can do this yourself. Baby's a cool, fun character, and it's very, very awesome, cool, really cool ability or character to play, because, in my opinion, they're one of the better tanks.
Away! What a dumbass! Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, you can experience this for yourself. See, look, and now we have, boop, boop, full HP. Full HP. Play that shit with our fucking eyes closed.
Push her off.
Look, again, we land both of our fucking laser beams, and she missed, or she's trying to get the objective, and now we slowed her. She's behind us, and we slowed her. She's nowhere near her teammate, or her tower, and even if she runs back to her tower is disabled, so she can't heal at her tower.
Okay, we're gonna do max damage here.
And then again, we knock her away, and then Boo is healing her now.
She's getting healed. You know what? We're doing huge damage, and they can't heal anymore. They can't heal anymore.
Look, and then our teammate fucking died, or they ran away. And so we put our strike defense up.
No. Oh, Goku fucking died.
Yeah, and Goku died to Majin Buu. And then they tried to chase us. Look, they got greedy and tried to chase us, and I'm fucking crazy. I just used my ultimate to farm the creeps, because time is really important, right? This is a racing game in reality, right? This is a race to the finish. You want to go faster than the other team. And so they got greedy. They tried to chase us, or even to slam dunk on us. I don't know what they're trying to do. They couldn't slam dunk on us yet.
Didn't expect that one. We just super them.
Yeah, they probably didn't expect me to use my super right there. Honestly.
No. Oh, Goku fucking died.
Yeah, but look, there's fucking 3 guys over here. I just super.
Oh!
I just super to instantly knock them out. And so I get extra health now.
Like that one. We just super the minions right there.
And again, they couldn't heal before. They couldn't heal because their tower was disabled. Because the little guy with the hammers, whenever he's at the tower for the enemy team, it disables your tower for your healing.
Ran into us. What a dumbass. Oh no.
Yeah, see, look, that's Majin Buu's best skill, because he can spam those, and then he can just run away.
We have fucking shields. What a jorkster. What a little jorkster. Get blasted, idiot.
Yeah, but see, they're probably pissed off right there.
Greedy morons trying to chase us. That's hilarious. Alright, let's group up with Goku. We can't heal at the tower, but we can heal over here.
look, so we slow them, and they can't really do any damage right there, because we have the strike defense.
Alright, we get the little minion right there, very nice. Okay, let's jump into Goku's life.
See, and now we provide Goku basically invincibility, because he's full health, and we give him the lifesteal, and now we're healing ourselves, even though our tower was disabled. Baby's a real cool character. Now, we slurping on that Goku balls right now.
Steal time, baby. Lifesteal. Damn, he took a fucking shitload of damage there. Which is funny, because Boo was too busy missing his fucking super right there.
Yeah, Boo missed his super. Yeah, and so, again, one of the things that you guys don't understand or realize, right, is that Boo isn't using his full kit to stop the other team from taking damage, right? And also, Android 18, she wants to avoid damage by using dashes. Or to trick the enemy opponent, right? She wants to trick the enemy team by using XL Dash. You see this move? She can use this move multiple times. And so what this does is that you can trick the opponent who doesn't have moves that covers a wide range or area, right? Certain characters can deal with this effectively, like Vegito, for example. Vegito, 2 of his moves goes in a circle around him. 2 of his moves goes in a circle, right? So his moves basically never miss anything around him in a circle. But if Goku, for example, he throws a Kamehameha because he thinks she's going to be on this side, Android 18 counters that. See, this is how this character works. She wants to try to trick the opponent by dashing through them, and she can do it multiple times, depending on the level of the skill. If you land or if you connect with an enemy, you can recast the skill. You can use it again. So again, that's one of the things that this moron, maybe they don't understand about this game or about how things work. And then look, Majin Buu has this move. Ready, go. See, look. This move does damage, and it disrupts the enemy player, right? You can run them into a wall, and it's the most annoying shit ever, right? You're like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening? You're like, you're getting smothered. You got fat fucking Majin Buu titties in your face, and he's raping the shit out of you. You're getting fucking belly slapped. He putting his belly on you and up against the wall, right? And it's just comboing the shit out of you, right? You get stun blocked, basically. You get stun locked, right? So, so I was watching this replay, and then I was like, maybe some people might think this shit is cheating, right? No, I'm too good, baby.
Missed his super.
So, did we steal? Some people might think we missed right there, but no, look. We tried to steal the minion from them.
He missed his fucking super.
And we get the strike defense immediately.
Boo freezes when he misses his super.
See, and then again, we blasted both of them right there.
Or when he uses his super. Yeah, so that...
And then we blast Android 18, she backs up, but we still hit her a little bit.
That was real suspicious.
And then we instantly jump into Goku. But Goku's sucking fat ball sacks.
That was real suspicious. Okay, we got our super. And we gotta run them into... Yeah, into...
And we run into Jackie Chun on purpose. Which, if you guys haven't played this game, Jackie Chun, I have a perfect example actually in one of our videos where we're playing Hit. Jackie Chun does a fuckload of damage if you're not playing a tank character. Majin Buu is a technical character, and Android 18 is a damage character. If you're not playing a tank, it is very difficult to do Jackie Chun and Nappa, because they will just do a fuckload of damage and knock your character out in a couple of hits. Like, every hit that Jackie Chun does on you, if you knock one out, for each one that you hit, if it's not the right one, if you guess incorrectly, it does like 25% damage. So we purposely run them into Jackie Chun.
so they take some damage there. Fucking loot.
Yeah, see, then he starts doing fucking Kamehamehas. And then again, we had our super as well.
Okay, we got our... That was real suspicious.
Yeah, so look, so we healed right there.
Suspicious. Okay, we got our super.
We use our super.
And we...
And now she hit Jackie Chun.
Gonna run them into...
See, Boo got hit. He went like that. Because he hit Jackie Chun, look.
Okay, we got our super.
So we super.
And we gotta...
And then Boo or Android 18 hits Jackie Chun.
Run them...
Oh, she did. She also hit Jackie Chun. You see the one in the back got hit, and then this one over here, closer to the bottom of the screen, got hit, right? So both of them hit Jackie Chun. They might have died, honestly, but again, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And again, we have our shield from our super, right? Look, we used our super. So the more things you hit with your super, the bigger shield you get.
And we gotta run.
See, so she actually hit Jackie Chun, which I made the correct decision by running down here.
Them into...
See, look, and then Boo got stunned right there. If you're paying attention, you can see it, look.
And we gotta run them in.
See, look, right there, see, he went like that, because he hit Jackie Chun, and Jackie Chun strikes back.
Into...
And now we put our strike defense up, because we're playing a tank. So this is a good place or spot for us to be as a tank.
Yeah.
And then they have to run away.
Into Jackie Chun, so they take some damage there. Fucking losers. What a stupid pieces of shit. They're trying to cheat right now.
Yeah, and again, I'm pretty sure they're actually just cheating. Yes, you see how fast she healed? That's very suspicious. Majin Buu has to have, like, max level heal. And then she was, like, I don't know, that's really suspicious. I guess maybe she healed at the tower.
Fucking morons that they are. What the fucking retards. Unbelievable. Does not come back? Get our strike defense? That's a slow.
Yeah, but that see right there, it looks like they're pissed off. Because we had so many positive exchanges and we're owning the shit out of them. And then again, Goku really not looking like he's getting his ass beat. In reality, we were healing the shit out of Goku. And then, Android 18 not using the dashes, really. She sucks. And then, Majin Buu not using the run move. These kids don't know how to play. And so, that really looks like they were just cheating, or they're just trying to say that I cheated. Which in reality, you saw this stupid bitch hit Jackie Chun. You see her throw the Destructo Disc.
Yeah, so that was real suspicious. Yeah, that was real suspicious. Okay, we got our super. And...
Some of you morons might say that I hit Jackie Chun right there. If you're not in the center of the ring, or if no one is in the center of the ring, then it won't trigger Jackie Chun. He's actually invulnerable, right?
Yeah, that was real suspicious.
So you see how he had that golden green globe around him?
Okay, we got our super.
See, look, he has the green circles around him because no one is in the center of the objective or the boss pit, right? No one's in the boss pit right now, so he's actually invincible. So when I use my super, it doesn't do damage to him.
And we're gonna run the...
And now, we ran in here, and that stupid bitch in the back is pretending that she didn't trigger the fucking Jackie Chun. And she didn't take it, she pretending to take no damage. A fucking piece of shit. Which you saw Boo got stunned. At least Boo got stunned, but yeah, very obvious or suspicious that these fucking retards are just cheating at the game. The dumb fucking retards. Stupid fucking loser morons, bro. Anyways, what we were doing in the previous video, before the end of the video, or the video ended, was we were showing how to properly play a lane position in League of Legends, right? Because, they're just cheating. They keep cheating at the fucking game, and they don't move across the map correctly, right? One of the things in the old school League of Legends that they used to do was they had more believable tournaments, right? But then they got really lazy, right? Because I think what happened was they figured that they reached a certain level of success and they didn't have to try anymore, or that they didn't have to teach people how to properly or correctly play the game. I think that's what's actually happening or happened with League of Legends, because in Season 2, when they used to have the tournament videos, they used to give decent advice or show okay gameplay. But after a while, what happened was that they stopped showing people or giving people good tips or ideas on how to play the game. So, a lot of the times now, when kids look for information on League of Legends, there's basically nothing educational or that shows them how to correctly play the game. So, we're gonna show you guys how to actually play the game, because basically now what they show people is you just show up to your lane, or you go to work, you show up to work, and you just go there, and you don't leave. You don't ever leave, right? You go to your lane, and you don't have to leave, ever. No one on your team exists, there's no objectives, there's nothing on the map, you just go to your lane, and you never leave. That's basically what they teach or try to show people now with League of Legends. So, here's our setup right now, or the characters that we're gonna play. We got Ziggs, and then we also got actually Jungle Shen, because we encountered a Shen who was fucking garbage. They didn't use the ultimate at all to help their team, and they're just pretending to be Jesus when they're cheating at the fucking game, which is disgusting. So here's our Ziggs build. We got Ziggs with a sorcery page, and what is this shit called? Precision. The yellow page is called Precision. We got a Arcane Comet Keystone with Ultimate Axiom Arcanist. We got Transcendence for cooldown reduction once we reach level 5, which with the new quick play, we start at level 3, which is really fun. And then Scorch, every 10 seconds when we land an ability, we'll be able to do extra damage. And then we have Legend of Haste to get more cooldowns, which is nice. We'll be able to spam our abilities more often, and then cut down for extra 8% damage while they're above 60% health. And then we get 2 Adaptive Force runes, which combos with Arcane Comet. And then we actually get a Scaling Health rune instead of a flat health rune because of the new quick play. We start at level 3. So it's not as good as a flat health rune at level 3 still, but once we get to level 6, it'll be the same, and then it's even better after that. Which is really easy to get to a higher level now, because we start at level 3, right, instead of level 1. Yep, so this is our Ziggs rune page. And then we have Ignite for damage and Exhaust to slow things down and to reduce their damage, to help us secure kills, or to help our teammates out, or to stop people from getting away. And then we have Shen with, what the fuck? I do not want Grasp of the Undying. They changed my Shen page. Those stupid fucking losers. Okay, that's not correct. On Shen, you need Halo Blades. You need Halo Blades on Shen, because if you don't have Halo Blades, you will not land all 3 upgraded swings on your blade. They can just run away from it. They could literally just run away from you, so you need Halo Blades. In an extended fight, Grasp of the Undying is better. However, in most situations, you will never land all 3 hits of the upgraded Spirit Blade. So you actually need Halo Blades on Shen, or Lethal Tempo. However, Cheap Shot is really good with Shen. Deep Ward is nice because we're in the jungle and we want to go to the enemy's jungle. And then even better, we get Relentless Hunter, which gives us extra move speed while we're out of combat, So while we're running to one of our teammates, or while we're trying to chase someone, it'll give us a little bit of an extra boost or move speed to be able to run faster than them and catch up to them. And then we get precision for alacrity, for attack speed, and then cut down. Again, cut down really good. Gives us extra damage while they're above 60% health. We get attack speed because we need to do damage. Adaptive force because we need to do damage, which in reality we could get move speed. But a lot of the times, if you use your ultimate and you show up to a lane, you don't need the move speed rune. And then the scaling health. Yeah, because one of the things that Shen can do is they can lock things in place, right? So once we taunt something, Shen has a taunt, which is a dash move. And so with his dash, you can catch up to things, and then we also have exhaust to move even further, or to be able to catch up with things. So here we go. We said we were gonna do the Shen commentary or gameplay live if we got Shen, but our priority pick is Ziggs. Because, again, these fucking... Technically, we played with people who's either hackers or worked at Riot Games, right? The developers of the game, which the game is now Chinese. It's owned by China. I don't know if they're... Okay, we got Ziggs, so I'm gonna pause this video. Yeah, but they were both bot lane, and they were fucking garbage. So we're gonna show you guys how to actually play bot lane, which, if they want to get upset because I called them nerds or whatever, oh well, dude. Make a better game, because in reality, you guys are fucking annoying. You need to let me find a new match. If I know that the match is already in the shithole, I need to find a new match, dude. You're fucking holding people hostage and deleting their accounts. Fuck off. We won! Whoa! Whoa! Crazy. Where's this shit? We won! Whoa, how did that happen? We about to see it. We about to see right now. Let's check it out. Download our replay real quick. How did we win? That's unbelievable! Check it out. So... We got... Let me see. Can we see this shit? Okay. We got Dr. Mundo, we got Zahan, Lux, Master Yi, and MF, Misfortune. We're playing Ziggs, Dinosaur Ghetto Pig. On the Ziggs support, we got Yasuo mid lane, Singed on the top lane. Got Jax flexing his wiener. And we got Jean. Alright. So, we check the map. We take a little bit of a risk here. We just walk into the bushes, but in reality, it doesn't make sense for them to be right here. Unless they saw us over here. So, we take a little bit of a risk right there. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes we could die, but in reality, if we get knocked out right there, not that huge of a deal. Especially if they use exhaust or ignite on us immediately when there's 3 of them. That's not the best exhaust or ignite ever, really. So we know Lux is mid, right? We check the Raptors. They're not at the Raptors. We come on this side, because if we went around from this side, they could be hiding in the bushes and they would see us first. But on this side, if they didn't pull the Brambleback, the red buff, if they didn't pull it into the bushes, then we would see them. But if they're hiding in the bushes, on either side they would still see us and we wouldn't be able to see them. But we would at least know that they're in there, because this thing would be also in there with them. So now we know that they're not at the red buff or the Raptors. So that's valuable information. So you can see in the chat box, we tell our team that the red buff is still there. We consider going mid to help Yasuo, and then we see that our teammate is over here. So we just decide to help our teammate. We don't spam all our skills here. We only use the bouncing bomb, right? We only use the bouncy ball. We help them a little bit, and then Jin running away when we have gigantic minion advantage. He should have fought right there. Especially because we were coming. I mean, technically he did pull her backwards to, I don't know, get us some more better opportunities to fight her. But what the fuck happened to Master Yi? What the hell? Oh, Master Yi soloed the fucking golems over here. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, so he was low on health. Oh, he still had flash as well. That's crazy. Anyways. We wait for our opportunity. You see, we don't start spamming immediately. We still have our explosive minefield and the satchel, our C4 pack, our dynamite, just in case. Yeah, we wait for the opportunity to land that. We knew that we could possibly or reliably land that, right? It was an educated guess, right? But in most scenarios, that was our best opportunity to throw the ball right there. Because all three of these had no fucking health. And so she wants to cash in or cash out and get the execute on these. Because in this game, if you execute the minions when you're not a jungler, or if you're not a support player, you instantly get the credit no matter what. Right? You get the credit if you land the last hit or the executing blow on a minion. And so right there we know that all three of the minions are low and she's going to be locked in place, because when you make an action in this game, you're committed to that action, and when you're committed to an action, most characters cannot move while they are locked into a command. And so look, these two are low, these two have no fucking health, and this one's about to be low as well. See, look. So we throw the ball. We throw the ball because we know she is locked in place. So for people who struggles with characters who has skill shots, this is one of the easiest ways to land skill shots. Some skill shots, you have to get around the minions, which is really annoying, but most of the times, you gotta think about when or how you can use those skill shots. A lot of characters like Dr. Mundo are designed to fight in the jungle, right? Those types of characters where you don't want things to get in the way, well, in the lane, there's too much shit. So if you play a character like Dr. Mundo or Lux and you're like, damn, all the minions are in the fucking way, well, it's because you're supposed to be over here. We have a video on this already where we explain with Silas, one of the famous tricks in this game is playing a character like Lux or Ari and then tricking people to chase you in the fucking jungle. And if they chase you in the jungle, it's impossible to miss right here. It's impossible to miss right here, because look how wide this area is. It's basically impossible to miss. Basically, two characters could fit in here, right? So you either throw it down the middle, or a little bit to the left, or a little bit to the right, and you can't miss, basically, right? Sometimes the jungle monsters might get in the way, but again, if they're right here, or right here, or right here, or right here, in the grass is the only spot where you can walk through right here. It's almost impossible to miss. So if you're struggling landing, you're missing your skill shots, it's because the character is designed to be played in a different way, right? Again, Dr. Mundo has the cleaver, the bone saw. Same thing, it stops on the first target that it connects with. So this move, the bone saw, is a projectile that he throws. It's a skill shot. and it connects with the first enemy character that it lands on. And so Dr. Mundo is actually designed to win level 1 or at the beginning of the game. If you can chase someone in the jungle, you can just chain bone saws back to back and they can't run away, basically. I mean, if they have Ghost or Flash, maybe they'll use their Ghost or Flash, but that's a big deal. That's a huge victory. Because then they can't use that move for 300 seconds, which is like 5 minutes. That's a long fucking time that they don't have that option anymore. So the next time you see them, they can't run away with the Flash, because they don't have it, unless it's been 300 seconds, which, I mean, 300 seconds doesn't sound that cool, but once you say 5 minutes, that's a long fucking time, right? So yeah, that's how we landed the bouncing bomb right there. It is really nice to be able to spam moves, just like we said, this game is also a race, but the problem is, we have a huge health advantage right here, right? We actually have a health advantage, and she's so low that if we get her any lower, the next time that we touch her, she's going down, right? So in that situation, we decided to go for the damage on her instead. And now, you see this? Now I start spamming skills. Now I start spamming my... You see? Look, now we're spamming. Now we're spamming. Because we're almost at the turret. We know Miss Fortune is low. And we're gonna slam dunk now. Boom! Buckets! Buckets! Slam dunky. Now get dunked on. Now we put in our ball sack on their turret right there. On their building. We put our ball sack on their drum set. And we got the first turret or tower plate right there. So we actually get a double or a single gold reward. And then again, we just run up to the turret because Master Yi's actually not in range of us. And then we split them up. Look at that. Master Yi got comboed. He got fucking comboed. He got too greedy trying to clear the minion wave with his Alpha Strike. See, look, so right here, he's not in range of us, and we have a bigger minion wave. The minions will just fight back and help us whoop their asses if they try to fight us. This is a disadvantaged position for the enemy team, because we have more minions, and the minions are hitting their turret, their tower. And so look, again, he's not in range. He can't reach us right here, so we're not scared. See, and then he uses his Alpha Strike. We're free to hit their turret. And now he has no offensive moves to be able to keep up or catch up to us. He would have to use Flash or Exhaust. Right? But the thing is, we also have Exhaust and Ignite. And so we throw down the minefield in between the both of them. And now we have a Satchel Charge. And we split them up. Perfectly placed Satchel. We knock him forwards. We knock her backwards. They're unable to control their characters while they're knocked up. They lose control of their fucking character, their champions. And now we just go into town smacking down the Master Yi, right? We laying down the booty slaps. We spanking them booty cheeks. And so Miss Fortune, unfortunately, trying to fight back, but now there's two of us, and Master Yi already fucking died. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Is she seriously trying to fight? This was so weird. I was like, man, she really wants to fight right now. And so I move back up. Jin uses their Flash, and they secure the takedown on Miss Fortune. And so we're out of mana here. So instead of hitting the turret, we decide to trade a little bit of turret damage for a little bit of map pressure and a new mana bar. So we refill our mana bar when we go back to base. You can push the B button and you go back to base. That's the default button. So on the keyboard you can push the B button and you'll teleport after a little bit of time if you're uninterrupted. And so now, yeah, look, see, we put a little bit of map pressure on the board, or we help our teammate, which Jin also very low, so it is a good idea for him to go back to base, and now we can rotate around the map and see what new objectives are coming up. And so we see that Yasuo is overextended, and so we come up to help Yasuo, and look, this guy's about to come mid lane, which they started cheating actually. They started cheating this game, this dude. I don't know if it was this character or who the fuck was doing it, but somebody was cheating. Yeah, because the problem is with the cheaters, sometimes it's not the character that's doing the extra damage or getting the god mode. It's not that person who's cheating. Sometimes it'll be somebody on your team or somebody else on the other team who will be giving that player god hacks or god mode. Or sometimes it's somebody who's not even in the match with you. Sometimes it's somebody who's watching. And so look, Lux standing inside of all the minions there, being real silly. And so we get a free bouncing bomb. And then look at this, now this dude shows up. And so she lands a nice light binding on Yasuo. Crazy that he got her right there. Unbelievable. How did he get hit by that? I have no idea. And then this dude shows up. We immediately exhaust him. And then we ignite. So this dude probably not in the best situations for him, honestly. He's a jungler, first of all. He has a Sheen. And we just exhausted him, so he's doing 40% reduced damage and move speed. And so Yasuo runs away. Yeah, we just knock him away because we don't want Yasuo to die right there. I mean, technically we could get the takedown on this guy, but whatever happens, in reality, this was a win for us. We knocked this guy out, and we're still full health, basically. And even better, Lux took a bunch of damage as well. She was full health when this exchange started, so it's a victory. Even though nothing died yet, it was still a positive exchange for us. And so now we go to find this guy, and we saw him running away. And one of the cool things about Ziggs, he's a ranged character. Sometimes it can be annoying trying to land skill shots, but if you do your math or you're studying, sometimes you can be successful. And again, we're out of mana, so we just go back to base here. And we schmoovin', baby. Now we notice that Lux moved up top lane, and they're trying to gang up on our teammate. So we go ahead and rotate up to top lane, which, funny enough, we can see Lux leaving, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and put the business on this Dr. Mundo. We're gonna show him what the mouse can really do. What Ziggs is all about. So, usually the satchel charge knocks up, but Dr. Mundo has a crazy passive. He goes where he pleases. Dr. Mundo goes where he pleases. Look at him. He's fucking gigantic. He's on steroids, right? So, he's immune to crowd control while he has this passive up. However, we picked up his little potion, or whatever popped out of him when we crowd controlled him. So, he doesn't have that ability for at least 40 seconds after we stepped on this little thing that pops out of him, right? And so, Singe going into the river, trying to see if there's anything over there, I guess. I don't know. And he's taking some turret damage, that's fine. Yeah, cool thing about Singed is that anything that's under his spell, his poison trail, any of the minions, if they get knocked out, he automatically gets credit if they're poisoned. Even if he doesn't land the executing blow, as long as he has the poison on the minion, he will get full credit when it falls below 0 HP. And so Dr. Mundo getting frisky. We slap his turret. He runs up to us. We get a knock-up this time. You saw the knock-up worked because he still has 15 seconds until his passive comes back up. Yeah, and he doesn't run away. He's crazy. He's crazy. This guy's crazy. We set up the minefield. We purposely throw the bomb into the turret and the wall because it'll automatically explode if it runs into terrain. And so now we use our ultimate. We force him to move forwards. It would have been nice if we had a little bit more mana, because if he ran forwards, we could have probably almost guaranteed that we landed another bouncing bomb. However, we're out of mana, and we forced him out of the lane. And now he's missing all of this juicy experience over here. He doesn't get any gold or experience from these minions. And now we get more turret plates. So every time you reach one of the lines on the tower, you get gold. And so right there, we actually ran upwards. We ran forwards to help our teammate because Singed is overextended. They're doing something they like to call proxy farming, where, I mean, on Singed, this used to make more sense before they gave him, I think they updated the poison trail. I'm pretty sure the poison trail didn't always give him full credit. But on a character like Garen, for example, or there's all kinds of characters that can try to do proxy farming where they just run further into the map and they try to farm all the minions and take all the damage so that your minions run into their tower. And it's more difficult to farm at the tower because the tower does damage to the minions. And if you're playing a character that doesn't do a lot of damage, then you can't always get all of the minions that run into the turret. Yeah, and so we're forced to run forwards, run up here to help our teammate because they're proxy farming, they're overextended. We set up the minefield, and Cinch gets away. Very nice. Yeah, and we did a bunch of damage to Dr. Mundo even, which is really nice. We popped the Scryer's Bloom, or the crystal ball, to reveal the map, make sure that no one's over here. And we go back to base. Oh my god! He took a bunch of damage there. But he hit the tower. The cool thing about the new quick play is you get a little bit of Demolisher, kinda. Ooh, nice combo from Jin here. I didn't expect him to land that. Yeah, so we show up to the lane. Oh, baby. That was a nice double up. She bouncing. So if Miss Fortune is able to land a double up and it executes a minion, it'll bounce. Or it always bounces, but when you land the execute, it'll do extra damage if you execute the minion on the first hit, and it'll bounce and it'll do extra damage on the second hit. Which she landed the second hit on Jin, which is crazy. Again, we popped the crystal ball over here to reveal the map. And now Miss Fortune running straight at us, which again, this bitch is crazy, dude. I thought she was gonna run back here. So, again, there's more proof, or very obvious, that we're not cheating, right? We threw the ball behind her. We threw the ball behind her, trying to make an educated guess on what she's gonna do. Real smart of her. And now we throw the minefield under her feet, and we land the satchel. Knock her away. Yeah, and then I didn't expect Jin to land that combo there. So we throw the bouncy ball, and he gets her with it with the ultimate. Very nice. And now we see we already set up a vision totem over here, so we knew that Master Yi was gonna come from up here. So we have a Rylai's now. Oh, boom! We get a huge slow on him. Crazy. And this dude is crazy. I don't think he understands what's happening. Yep. We throw the minefield behind him, because there's no way he's gonna run away. And he tries to flash, and he exploded. Kablamo. Get farted on. Yeah, now we know that this dude is over here, the jungler. So look at this shit. So we land a huge combo on him. We exhaust him. And then he pretends to do a fuckload of damage. Our Yasuo is way bigger than him. But this moron is pretending to be the highest level in the game right now. Very obvious he's cheating. Exhaust reduces damage. Yeah, see, and then even better, Yasuo sets up the wind wall right there. And we ult, and Shen explodes. However, they're fucking cheating. They're literally just cheating. In reality, Yasuo got a triple kill right there. Or I got a triple kill, but they're fucking cheating. Yeah, even funnier. Let's see this dude's items. Did he even have the Triforce yet? So he does have a Triforce, but the funny thing about a Triforce, doesn't do that much damage. Only gives 30 attack damage and 30% attack speed and Spellblade. Triforce is not that good of an item. This guy's a fucking loser. So he has a Triforce with Conqueror. And Inspiration. Again, Inspiration page doesn't give damage. Inspiration page does not give damage, so this guy's obviously fucking cheating, dumbass. What a fucking loser. How annoying. He's like 5 years old or something. Fucking retard. So annoying. Bro, he needs to play a better game, honestly. Unfortunately. I don't know. Yeah, they're just ruining the game, and then this moron shows up pretending that he was the hero, or that he cleaned everything up, or that shit was teamwork. No, bitch, we fucking owned the shit out of them already, and they're just fucking cheating. Exhaust, again, if you guys don't know what Exhaust does, reduces move speed by 40% and damage by 35% for 3 seconds. For 3 fucking seconds, they're not doing 100% damage. And so this is suspicious right here. Look at this shit. So Singed uses his ultimate, and he has Boots of Swiftness. Singed has Boots of Swiftness. There's no fucking planet in the universe where they're catching Singed. Technically, Dr. Mundo also has Boots of Swiftness. And Shen did use his flash right there. But again, Singed has his ultimate. His ultimate also gives move speed. The Insanity Potion, let me see. It gives him move speed. Yeah, it gives him 25 move speed. Which is half of a new Boots. So he has 1.5 boots on, or 2.5 boots on, and they're pretending to keep up with Singed, with fucking Boots of Swiftness. Let's see. And he even has Celerity! He has Celerity on top of it, so that looked very fake. And so again, we combo the shit out of this moron over here. And we pop the honey fruit right here to get our mana back up, since we spent a little bit of mana there. And then Lux doing a good job of blocking us off with the singularity. The essence flux there, or the light flux. We combo the shit out of her. Do a nice little chunk of damage. Yeah, and again, the thing is, they want to say, oh, you're abusive. No, dude, you delete people's video games, or you delete their accounts, and then you expect them to suck your cock, and you hold people hostage, and then the environment or the content that you provide is literal trash, dude. You're fucking delusional, and you think you're Jesus or some shit. You guys are douchebags in reality. Right? You're pretending to be Goku or Pokemon. You're neither, unfortunately, and you're mad. That's your fucking problem. You can't admit that you're being a piece of shit. That's what you hate the most, and then you want to call me names. Or you want to say that I'm a douchebag. Which in reality, who's the fucking douchebag when you're a loser and you're holding people hostage? And then the videos that you make are literally trash. You can't say anything, and you hate yourself. Or you want to go to jail, in reality. We put a vision totem at the objective, the Baron Pit. Big wiggly worm over here. Again, you morons pretend that you're Jesus or that you're Pikachu. You're actually just dog shit. You're a stupid fucking pedophile. We come over here to group up with our teammate and pick up a free blue buff. And we know that Lux is over here because we popped the crystal ball. We get a nice little combo there. We block off the area. And then Yasuo going full superhero mode there. Yeah, and then they're pretending that it matters right here that I missed my ultimate, when in reality, Master Yi died 5 times or 4 times already. That was only my 2nd death right there. Look, Miss Fortune, that was her 6th death. Zahen, obviously a fucking cheater. And then Dr. Mundo, just a piece of shit in reality. Dr. Mundo's not that good of a character. These kids are fucking autistic in reality, dude. That's how they treat this game. This game, or most of these fucking losers matches, they're just autistic losers on steroids or god hacks on cheat codes. And they ruin the environment. They smell like fucking garbage, is the only skill that these kids have. Does he get away? Oh, nice. Yo, good aim right there. Some people might have not been able to click on the blast ball right there. And you see, Dr. Mundo again, he goes where he pleases. Not affected by the knock up there. Yasuo forced to run away. Yeah, and this fucking loser again, just cheating. Which is funny, Yasuo's usually build a Phantom Dancer or some shit like that, but this guy doesn't understand how good move speed is. Which technically Yasuo doesn't need move speed, but if he has crits and move speed, that shit is really good. Especially with attack speed. Yeah, he has fleet footwork, which is hilarious. Yeah, so at this point in the game, it was just really fucking annoying because they're cheating. It was very obvious when Zahen, when Zahen started cheating. Their jungler. And especially with how many times they all died, they're not the same level as us, right? They're pretending to be higher level or same level as us. They're just fucking cheating and ruining the game. So we get a juicy combo on Master Yi here. And the thing is, some of you morons might say, no, he sliced the shit out of you. No, you're stupid. I have 2 needlessly large rods, a real damage item. I have a fucking void staff. So I have the best fucking magic shred item. It does 40% magic penetration and gives 100 ability power. This is a real damage item. You morons building Luden's Echo, that's not a real damage item. It's not a fucking void staff. It's not a death cap. It's not a storm surge, right? It's not a shadow flame. Luden's Echo is not as good. And again, Master Yi has a fucking Guinsu's and a Blade of the Ruined King. Technically, those are okay items, but he's not doing that much damage. And he's already been knocked out fucking 10 times. You're pretending to play Super Smash Brothers. That's your fucking problem. You're not playing League of Legends. You're playing cheat codes. You're not playing Shaco. You're pretending that you're Jesus. That's the only shit you're fucking doing. You don't play your characters correctly. You think you're fucking Pikachu. You're ugly as fuck is what you are. You guys are fucking annoying. We pop his passive ball right there. Again, the only thing you guys are encouraging is to be ghetto and to be fucking losers, dude. Because unfortunately, the thing that is happening is that you guys don't want to admit that when you have an American tournament in America, the people that come from a different country are doing better than you when there's less of them. You have more people that should be winning in your country, but you're so fucking disgraceful and retarded that you're losers instead. Look, I'll show you. These are real tournament results. We got fucking pictures on our Twitter of the tournament results. Because you guys think you're so fucking funny or that you're geniuses when you're fucking idiots. So look at this shit. This is, I'm pretty sure this was an American tournament. And there's a Japanese player that got first place. Somebody from the United Arab Emirates. My bad, I'm sorry. Not really that sorry, but I mean, I said the word or mispronounced it. Relax. Great Britain or United Kingdom, I don't know what flag that is. Japanese. Finally an American. A Chinese, and then another Japanese. That's the only shit you guys are doing. You're becoming stupider by encouraging cheating or being fucking morons. Is that this shit is going to keep happening if you don't grow the fuck up. You guys are morons. You're ruining everything and you're becoming more ghetto. That's the only shit you guys are fucking doing. You're stupid as fuck. Fuck off, dude. You're not funny, dude. That was an American tournament, I'm pretty sure. And you can't even have Americans win or anywhere near first place or in the top 10. And so everyone starts chasing Jin right here. So we all group up on the top half of the map. and we get to pushing. And funny thing is that I'm a genius, or I'm a fucking god gamer, and we have all types of vision totems already set up on the map. Look at this shit. We already got 2 vision totems. Yeah, you guys only want broke shit. You guys want me to break everything that you will ever have. That's what you guys want. You guys are breaking video games? Okay, you better hope that I don't become rich. You better fucking hope that I don't become powerful, because I'm gonna give you everything broken, you stupid piece of shit. So again, look at this shit. We got a totem over here, which in reality, I'm not really like that, but maybe somebody else, if they find out that you're behaving this way, that is actually what will happen to you, because you're so fucking stupid. And even better, it is actually already happening. You don't have anything. What do you have, Netflix? You're fucking ugly, bitch. Go fuck your dog, ugly fucking moron. Stupid ass pedophile that you are. Fucking your dog, dumbass pig. So again, yeah, you're having sex with a fucking pig and you're trying to flex on me. Shut the fuck up, moron. Like, sex is such a difficult thing. You're so cool. Yeah, you're so fucking cool. You have broke-ass video games and you're a moron. So look, again, we're fucking geniuses, and these morons, they got 5 people bot lane. Unfortunately, these kids are fucking nerds. They're dumbasses. They're autistic. So, we have vision totems already set up, that we set up 100 seconds ago, technically. That's what the game wants to say. We set these up 100 seconds ago. So if they try to come this way, if they try to walk through over here, we will know that they're coming. Because again, we're playing support, and the World Atlas transformed into a Zax Realm Spike, right? We transformed it into a Zax, and at level 2, I think the World Atlas gives you the ability, yeah, I think at level 2, the World Atlas gives you the ability to start placing vision totems on the map. And so, we use our vision totems over here. Yeah, and that's one of the advantages, again, of having a long-range or skill-shot character, especially in the jungle. Remember what we said? It's basically impossible to miss right here, especially with the minefield. The minefield covers this whole area. They can't walk through there. The bomb, literally, if we throw it in a straight line, right here, it's probably going to land on something. And so look, we put a fresh vision totem here. Ooh, we popped the fucking, what is this shit called? We pop that shit, and Mundo goes where he pleases, right? So he starts running at us. We set up the minefield. Huge damage! Get fucked. And then since Mundo goes where he pleases, isn't off cooldown right now. Yasuo able to get a knockup, and he gets his ultimate, which Yasuo, if he gets fed, or if he lands his ultimate, you probably gonna be scared, or you're gonna be sad. So, he's raping the shit out of Dr. Mundo. Look at Dr. Mundo's face. I thought his mouth was open, but he's actually wearing a mask. I thought he was making a funny face right there. I thought his mouth was open. That was so hilarious. I thought his teeth were popping out, but he's wearing a mask. Anyways, we also have the Elder Dragon? Yep, we have the Elder Dragon. You saw right there, the wings came out, and he got exploded. And now we land a fucking crazy ultimate. Nah, we got that Mega Inferno Bomb. Get nuked! Get nuked! Now, these suckers extra crispy-fied. And again, we have real damage items. We have a fucking Void Staff. We have 2 needlessly large rods. And they're both slowed, so they can't move. They can't fucking move. And now we don't even have to try against Lux. Like, Lux has to have a fucking miracle here to do anything. Yeah. We save our mana there, because Yasuo can just slap her a couple times with his dildo, and then Singed is farting all over her family. So yeah, she got a fart disease in her brain. We take out the inhibs, and we start going to town on Master Yi. 4 versus 1, poor guy. He gave up. Take out the turrets, and then we have no mana here, so we gotta be careful. We instantly ignite and exhaust Dr. Mundo. And yeah, we have no fucking mana, so in reality, we gotta be real careful right there. Our auto attacks don't do too much damage. But we can auto attack. We gotta make sure to take the correct opportunities, though, to use our auto attacks. So there's the Ziggs game. There's another example of how to play the support role, which some people, they're like, that wasn't 2v2. That wasn't 2v2 though. Let's see if we can get a 1v1 lane. I don't know. Right? Let's see. Maybe we can get a 1v1 lane. Anyways, that's Dinosaur Ghetto Pig. So let's see. They want support players, which is funny. We have all kinds of videos where we play support. We have a really cool video where we play new support. If you guys haven't seen that, well, I don't know. I have lots of cool videos, technically, but you guys want to say that my videos are garbage, and I get 0 views, and I need to go work at McDonald's, or go give a house tour, because, I don't know, if real estate is so complicated, or... That's so weird, right? Like, I feel like if someone with a camera went in a house, or if, like, architects was responsible, right? Like, I don't know, I don't think that would be a problem, right? Or in reality, if you gave people a house, and you weren't such a piece of shit, if the house had problems, maybe you would help people fix their fucking house, right? Because, again, I fix my toilet. Me. I fix my own fucking toilet, right? I do all my fucking yard work. I do my yard work. I switched out my fucking toilet myself, right? I fixed that shit. So, yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. You guys think I need to live in McDonald's or be a dentist? Yeah, let's go live at the dentist. They're in the hospital. Anyways, let's check out what character are we gonna play. Or, yeah, technically my videos is pretty realistic or honest. I'm not fucking cheating at the game or a retard. I'm not breaking people's shit. I give you the factual information and decent fucking tips on what to actually, how to play the games. Which, I don't know, some people might say, yeah, well, everyone could do that. But you're not. You're not doing that, are you? Are you doing that? You're not. You're not. You're fake. Did you figure out how to make the best fighting game ever? I did. I already told you. I already told you how. You can't lie. You're fucking lying. You're pretending. My videos, technically, is pretty decent. Or they're good. And you're fucking pedophiles. What character are we gonna play? Let's go top lane. I feel like we've been doing lots of mid lane. Oh, man, Aphelios. We could play Aphelios. One of the funny things I bet they're trying to say is that if they pick Ari or something like that, or Brand, that they would be smoking us if we pick Aphelios. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because one of the funny things is that, again, when we pick a character like Quinn, we have really good examples of Quinn, right? Sometimes with Quinn, you're not gonna win the lane. So with Quinn, we went to their jungle, and Quinn's an assassin. She does a fuckload of damage. We went to their jungle, and we raped their fucking jungler instead of sitting in the lane, where we're just gonna be sitting at the tower all fucking day, because Quinn can't push. She can't push the lane back versus a character like Brand or Ari. That's basically a losing matchup. However, characters like Brand or Ari, who is good at pushing the lane, that's taking a risk, right? I mean, technically they do get map control or pressure because they can leave the lane after they reach your turret, or they can stay there if they're retarded, and they could go try to find your jungler. But the advantage for a character like Quinn is that Quinn's an assassin, right? She wants to fight one-on-one or fight hand-to-hand, right? Mano-y-mano. So in reality, that's a little bit of a risk that you take, especially when... I mean, the skill shot characters does pretty well, but I just left the lane, or I never even went to the lane in the first place, and I assassinate their fucking jungler instead. So you guys are a bunch of moron shit talkers. You're fucking pretending. What character are we gonna play? We could play mid lane. I feel like they have been just fucking pretending that... Yeah, we're gonna try to play Aphelios mid lane. That's not gonna be our priority pick, but we'll put Aphelios mid with press the attack. We can show you guys our room page later, right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna pee, and then we're gonna queue up for a match. We shitted on them. We shitted on them. So let's check it out. A new replay. New replay. We got a replay. Where's this shit? Match history. Download our game here. We got a Shen game, which unfortunately we didn't show too much about how to use the ultimate, but really looked like they were cheating actually, so... Anyways, we got Twitch, Janna, Jax, Yasuo, and Shen. We're playing Shen, because again, that fucking loser in our game was pretending to play Shen. Yeah, loser, he's a nerd, he's fucking autistic, he's retarded, he's a degenerate, he's a fucking pedophile. Whatever was happening, they're fucking cheaters, right? They're cheating at the game, and they're ruining the world. And the only thing that happens is that one bad apple, or one rotten apple, will spoil the bunch. That's basically what they want, right? Because if you break everyone's video games in America, then you're allowed to do whatever you want, dude. You could just do anything you want. You could break people's video games. You could go to the park. In America, you can go to the park and you can break the basketball hoop. You can just break the basketball hoop in America. Or you can break the slide on purpose. You can break the swings, right? You can break the swings, you can break the slide, you can break the basketball hoop in America. That's what these fucking losers are doing when they do this type of shit in this fucking game. So anyways, Yasuo gets to our side of the map immediately. And I'm standing in the correct spot. You guys see that shit? However, I noticed that Yasuo is running into Annie over here. So I immediately leave this spot. Again, this spot is really good because, look, when you stand right here, you can literally see everything that enters through this side. And then you can see everything that enters right here. And so we see that Yasuo is getting into the dirty with Annie, so we immediately start walking over here. And then they start comboing the shit out of him, which, funny enough, I think the other Yasuo accidentally slid through the wall here. That's one of the cool things that he can do, but unfortunately, that's not, I don't think, where he actually wanted to be. So he fucked up a little bit. So now he can't hit our Yasuo, and now Annie is stuck with Yasuo on this side of the wall. And now this guy has to run all the fuck the way around the wall. And so look, now he's running, which I guess our Yasuo is not paying attention. Our teammate's not paying attention. And so look at this, again, we get a free battle or duel against their Annie. And then our teammate does a good job of running back to our blade. They do a really good job of running back to our Spirit Blade. We activate the shield on our Spirit Blade. And you see that? We block some damage from the auto attack there. Yasuo flashes over the wall and misses his Tempest, unfortunately. And now we loop around over here, back up our teammate. And we're actually waiting for cooldowns right here, I'm pretty sure. Which, funny enough, our fucking Twitch is crazy. Jenna lands a Gigantor fucking tornado. We get a double taunt. Yeah, we taunted Sivir and their Yasuo, so they're both forced to attack our character. We exhaust Yasuo because he's overextended. He tries to run away, but he can't. And then both of the ladies, the support characters, having a little gay sex over here, going lesbian style. And now Annie's real low. And I purposely walked to the side here because we don't want to be in a straight line versus Sivir. Yeah, see, and that's why. Because Sivir's boomerang will hit everything in a straight line. So we want to avoid giving Sivir triple or double damage, basically, on her boomerang. So we purposely walked to the side there to avoid that. Now we try to run up on them. However, they're able to get away. Yeah, this shit felt really fake, in my opinion. Again, the problem with that is that they're always just cheating at this fucking game, so I'm not trying to complain or anything, but this shit felt a little fake. Fun game, regardless. So we dash over the wall here. We activate our Spirit Refuge to negate a little bit of the damage there. Spirit's Refuge, when we get that circle around our blade, it'll block damage from the large jungle monsters. And this is so funny. This is so fucking funny. So we're a higher level than their Yasuo, right? We're a higher level than their Yasuo. We're level 4 now. And look what happens. So this guy thinks he can battle us. The funny thing is he has boots and a dagger. He has 2 daggers and boots, right? Boots are not that good of a item, in my opinion. This early on. I'm not trying to be mean or shit on this guy. It's a okay pick, but the problem is I have a recurve bow and a dagger. Recurve bow gives 5% more attack speed, and then all of my attacks deal 15 bonus physical damage on hit. Right? So not only do I have higher attack damage and Hail of Blades, I have the Twilight Assault, right? This guy has Press the Attack, which is really nice. Press the Attack gives him 8%, I think, more damage. Let me see. How much does it do? When he's able... Yeah, it gives him 8% more damage after he lands 3 attacks, right? So he has to land 3 attacks within a certain window of time. And if he's able to trigger or press the attack, then he will do 8% increased damage on every move, right? So this is so funny. He immediately smites our red buff, and he didn't expect us to be here. And so the red buff pops his shield. One of the best things about Yasuo is that he has a shield. So yeah, now his shield is gone though. That's the problem. He immediately dashes to us. I take him to the bushes. He can't see me in the bushes. I pull my blade in. We go to town. We go to Pound Town. Slap the shit out of him, and he's not able to respond because of Spirit's Refuge. Spirit's Refuge blocks all auto attack damage from champions. And now the jungle monster slapping the shit out of him. And this is so funny. He's basically committing suicide by still hitting the fucking jungle monster. He's pretending to play like Udyr or Trundle right now, or Teemo. A character like Udyr or Teemo would be able to stay in our jungle in this situation. However, he's playing fucking Yasuo, so that's not really realistic. They're doing a good job of moving around though to build up their wind meter. So the Way of the Wanderer, the flow is the bar that Yasuo gets. Instead of energy or mana, Yasuo gets a flow meter, which the flow meter, he gets a small shield, right? And so again, he's trying to fight our jungle monster. He does a good job of moving around. Yasuo has crazy movement options or capability, and we use the bushes there, again, to hide from him. And what happens when we're in the bushes is he can't see our character or click on our character. And so then, yeah, we both trade right there, which technically that was a positive trade for me. And he just wasted so much fucking time. Because I already did my jungle camp right here. I finished my raptors. And he didn't get our red buff. So that was like a huge waste of time for him, basically. I mean, he did get the takedown, but so did I. Which, again, not that good in my opinion. If he was able to survive, maybe it would have been nice, right? But unfortunately, now they can't even see. Now they can't even see what happened with our red buff because I put a pink ward. I mean, technically, he probably knows that I put a pink ward there, and this is where I am on the map now. So that's really good. That's really good that their team knows that I'm probably over here. And so I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe Sivir is going to try to push up the lane here. Or that maybe Leona's going crazy mode. The funny thing about this matchup is that Janna can actually cancel the Zenith Blade. Janna can cancel the Zenith Blade on Leona. There's so many characters that can cancel Leona's Zenith Blade. Alistar can cancel the Zenith Blade. Janna can cancel the Zenith Blade. Thresh can cancel the Zenith Blade. Any characters with a knock-up or a knock-back can cancel Leona's Zenith Blade. So Janna has a tornado, and if she times it correctly, when Leona throws her Zenith Blade, Janna can respond with a tornado, a howling gale, and it'll just knock up Leona and stop her from moving the full distance on the Zenith Blade, which is hilarious. The problem with that, though, is that usually Janna wants to use the Howling Gale to knock up all of the minions. Which, funny enough, this is a crazy cool matchup, in my opinion. Having a Sivir and Leona bot lane versus a Janna and a Twitch. This is really exciting gaming to me. Because, again, Janna can counter Leona. And Janna is usually one of the best support characters because of her tornado, able to knock up all of the minions and create such a weird situation for most characters. She can control so much of the space with the tornadoes, and Sivir is really good at pushing the lane, so technically, these two characters match up really well, so yeah, that's really exciting. And then Twitch even, really good at pushing the lane as well. Leona is more of an all-in character. She can help push the lane as well, but, I mean, usually she wants to just dive straight in and then take 0 damage because of her Eclipse. Eclipse gives her extra tankiness, which is fucking crazy. She gets bonus armor and magic resist, which, look at this shit. She has 58 armor right now. She's level 5, she has 58 armor. When she turns on the Eclipse, she has almost 100 fucking armor, which is retarded. Which, the problem with her having so much armor is that with her Zenith Blade and Shield of Daybreak, that's a combo that stuns. And if she stuns you with that combo, the tankiness doesn't really matter because you're fucking stunned and then you can't fight at all. The problem is when you finally regain control of your character, then she's tanky as fuck because she could put the eclipse on, and then you're doing no damage, so she's just raping the shit out of you, and then the teammate is also raping the shit out of you because you were stunned that entire time. So yeah, Leona's a crazy combo character. And then Arjana just like suicided there, is not paying attention. Yeah, I saw Yasuo coming. I saw him coming. Yeah, right here, look. You can see him coming, and then she just ran the wrong direction like a dummy. Yeah, and that was funny. Did you guys see Leona go flying in the air? She's like, whee! Look at this shit. Nah, she went on the slip and slide right here. She had like fucking, she had Disneyland, or fucking, the water park right here. Look at this shit. Now she going on the big boy slides. Look at that. So she got knocked up, and then whee! Crash landing. Boom! Drop the hammer. Nah, she in the splash zone. Nah, Shamu coming. Okay, a cool thing about Shen is that he can force characters to attack him. And so what happened right there was we taunted Yasuo underneath the turret, and then the turret, if any champions are in range and they start hitting our character, the turret will also help us fight back, which the turret does 200 fucking damage, which is a shitload of damage. Look, Leona does 60, 69, Sivir does 73, Yasuo does 78. The tower does 218 damage, right? And we have Spirit's Refuge on. So we have a taunt. Yeah, see, look. They both started getting hit right there because they're both taunted. And we activated our Spirit's Refuge, so we took 0 damage right there. That's a really good example. Yeah, look, and then Sivir taking a fuckload of damage. The problem, or the cool thing about the turret as well, is that once it starts targeting champions, it will do increasing damage every hit that the turret does. So it'll do more damage, like higher damage, not another hit. When I say it does more damage, I mean it'll do more than 218 the second hit, and the third hit it'll do even more than the previous hit, right? So it goes like 1 to 10 to 100 to 500, something like that, right? Not like, oh, it does 218 again and then 218 again. No, Sivir took a fuckload of damage right there because it does scaling damage. Look at this shit. So Sivir has 522 health right now. So let's see how much damage she takes. Yeah, you see that? She took 400 damage. Because every hit that the turret does, it does increasing damage, right? It's not another hit, it does increasing damage. So she took 400 damage right there. Yeah, and then Yasuo getting out-rotated here. Fucking idiot. Unfortunately. And then Twitch chasing them down, trying to catch them. Man, I don't know. Somebody might feel like that's bullying or I'm being mean. No, in reality, that's what you get, dummy. That's what you fucking get. You guys want to cheat? Nah, this is what you get now. Yeah, so I can see right here that Yasuo was at our Raptors, but in reality I ran straight mid because Yasuo could have actually, look, so the funny thing is, he could have actually ganked our Yasuo. See, so this guy, these two started fighting, right? These two started fighting, and this guy could have helped, right? So we saw him walk through our pink ward here. Vision totems, the pink ones or the red ones, are infinite as long as they don't get knocked out or as long as you don't put a second one. The first one is permanent, right? That you have, or the one that you have on the map, right? I said first, that's incorrect. Technically, the 5th pink vision totem is also infinite, but I mean, you can only have one pink or red vision totem out at one time, right? So if you put a second one down, the first one will disappear. And the second one will also be, they're always permanent unless the enemy knocks it out, right? And so, yeah, the pink vision totems are not invisible. Usually these kinds are invisible unless they use a sweeper, or if they have umbral glaive, or if they have a pink vision totem, it'll reveal a regular totem, which these are usually invisible, right? The green ones. Yeah, and so the problem is that I kept telling this guy, and he didn't understand. I don't know. I guess they weren't paying attention, because they're like, what do you mean? Yeah, but this guy was actually coming up here, and he could have got 2v1 right here. He could have got his booty hole raped. Yeah, and so he's like, "What are you talking about?" See, he started sending the question marks. He's like, "What do you fucking mean?" It's like, no, cause this guy's right here, dummy. He could have fucking raped you in reality, or they could have double teamed him. And so, anyways, we walk through up here. Because he's no longer in danger. He's back at the turret, or the tower. They survived. Yeah, see, look, and now this guy's stuck on the other side of the map. So we instantly take all this dude's shit. Yeah, they should not have taken our raptors there. They should have either gone mid, or they should have rotated to their red buff. Again, that's why I always talk about, ideally, you want to do your buff and go straight mid lane, right? If you go top lane or bot lane after one of your jungle camps, you're gonna be in a funny situation where you could lose control of the entire map, right? You could lose control of the entire map if you don't rotate mid, or if you're not successful in your first gank, right? So this dude losing literally basically everything. So he's gonna have to get lucky or make some magic happen down here. Cause we're taking all of the fucking shit on the map now. Yeah, and so now Set is overextended and we just got our ultimate. So the trick that you can do, or that I use when you get your ultimate as Shen, is you want to look at the map. Because characters like Leona, they go flying in, right? They go dashing in. They literally fucking teleport across the screen, and it looks really funny. You'll see them fly across the screen like that on the minimap, which is so hilarious to me. And so you can either look for stuff like that, or you can pay attention to the health bars on your teammates. And when they start taking damage, you want to use your ultimate on them, or you want to be paying attention. You don't even want to look at what your character is doing on Shen. You could tell Shen to start hitting Set, and then you can start looking at the rest of the map. Or you can tell Shen to start hitting the jungle monsters. In my opinion, Shen is a better jungler than he is a laner. Because when you want to use the ultimate, a lot of characters can interrupt Shen's ultimate. So if you just start hitting a jungle monster, a lot of the times you don't have to pay attention. Because you could tell him to hit the jungle monster, and then you can start looking at the map like this. You can actually look at the map like this and see if anyone's doing a battle. And if they start battling, then you can use your ultimate on Shen. When I first started playing this game, I was like, dude, people are crazy. You gotta be on Skype, or you gotta be on fucking Discord, or some TeamSpeak or some bullshit to be able to use the Shen ultimate properly, or you gotta tell your teammates to do a combo with you for you to be able to use the Shen ultimate correctly. But in reality, if you look at the map, or if you look at your teammates' health bars, if you look at the map, or if you look at your teammates' health bars, that is the easiest way to use the Shen ultimate. And again, if you're top lane with Shen, which that's what the popular thing that they used to like to advertise Shen as, was a top laner, but in reality, he's a better jungler with the ultimate, in my opinion. Because a character like Set, can interrupt Shen's ultimate and cancel it. Because characters with stuns or knockups can stun Shen or knock him up while he's trying to channel the ultimate, because it doesn't make him teleport instantly. Usually you want to be able to teleport to your teammate and then combo the shit out of the other players unexpectedly, right? You just instantly show up out of nowhere, which is really crazy. So, I mean, if you're able to get off the shield instantly activates when you use your ultimate on your teammates, right? You have to use the ultimate on your teammates. It's called Stand United, right? And so it does give them a shield instantly or automatically when you click on them, but if you're able to get off the full channel or duration of the ultimate, you'll teleport to whatever teammate you used the ultimate on. Which sometimes you'll be standing next to your teammate and you'll want to use the ultimate on your teammate who's standing right next to you. That's fine. But in reality, the greatest strength of this ultimate is, or the best way to use it is like the dream scenario, basically, because again, sometimes you don't always get the dream scenario, but the dream scenario is you teleport across the entire map, so you get all kinds of map control or pressure, or you're able to do things that are usually impossible, right? Because usually you can't be top lane and then instantly show up bot lane to help your teammates bot lane, but this is a really good example of that happening, right? So look, we help our teammate take down Set. We split up here exactly because of that reason, that punch. Usually you want to be on opposite sides of Set because of his super mega punch. So let's check that out again, right? Look at this shit. His haymaker, right? His super mega punch. You want to stand on opposite sides, so we land our taunt. Jax jumps in. We activate Spirit's Refuge, which is awesome against a character like Set, because Set usually does double attack damage, because he always does one punch with the right hand, and then he does a second punch with the left hand. However, Shen totally counters that, and so does Teemo, and so does Jax. So we activate Spirit's Refuge. He's not able to hit us with the double auto attacks, and then boom, we stand on the opposite side of our teammate, and he throws the haymaker. And then boom, he goes down, and then our teammates see that they're doing the dragon, and so I tell my team that I'm gonna ult them, and then look, see, we shield, and we channel the ultimate, and then we teleport, right? So let's see that again. So look, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So I tell them that I'm coming, and then see that? He starts doing the Naruto fucking hand signs. He does a little dance, and then the portal, or the light beam, is summoned, right? And then our teammate gets a shield, and it starts making a noise. And then, ooh, where the fuck did Shen come from? It's like a ghost. It's like a ghost came out of nowhere, right? It's like a fucking nightmare or some shit. Look at that shit. Look at this dude. You fucking crazy. That shit's scary, right? And so, we show up, we hit our taunt, and we land our Spirit's Refuge. Yeah, the thing is though, while you're channeling the ultimate like that, again, if you're playing Shen versus an experienced player, or if you're right next to an enemy, an opponent, who's able to cancel the ultimate, you won't be able to teleport away, or teleport to your teammates to help them, right? But if you can trick them, sometimes you can do it, right? So it's not entirely hopeless, you know, sometimes you gotta think about how you can trick the enemy, or get them to use their skill that would cancel your ultimate, and then you can use the ultimate, right? Or if you just walk away a little bit, sometimes you can't get away, but if you're able to trick them, then maybe you can get the full ultimate off, right? Yes, like if you're playing top lane, maybe if you come down here, or if you go behind your turret, you could just hide behind your turret and then use the ultimate, which sometimes you don't have enough time to do that. But anyways, yeah, we activate the Spirit's Refuge, and these dummies, they start trying to hit me, which is hilarious. And now we got a nice spread. Sivir and Annie, both characters who want to do AoE damage. So Twitch standing to the right over here, Janna standing over here, Sivir not lined up for triple damage on us, really nice. And then Annie, again, she does damage in an area. So yeah, we're not too close to our teammates here. Twitch getting off the lethal tempo, going to town, crazy style. And we realize that we're not catching Sivir here, so we just turn around and we start hitting Sivir. And then Janna, going superhero mode, uses her ultimate. She finds the perfect spot to use her ultimate where she's not going to take any damage from anyone. And when she uses her ultimate, anything in the circle around her gets healing. So we don't want to walk too far away from Janna here. Yeah, and we just decide to go back for the dragon now. Because in reality, me and Janna versus Leona, we will probably win against Leona. Leona doesn't have any damage items. Janna has a shield as well, and so does Shen. Shen's passive lets him get a shield like every 10 seconds, the key barrier. And then Janna, her third ability is the Eye of the Storm, which is another shield, which is really nice. Yeah, and so Twitch doing a real good job of chasing down the damage dealers right there. Going full hero mode. Look at this shit. He Who Yeets. That is funny name. That's a funny name. Yeah, so look at this. Going full hero mode, just chasing down Sivir. No, he going for gold. Ooh, got him! Got him! And then Annie ran away. Yeah, the funny thing is, some people might say that shit looked fake. Annie has to wait for her cooldowns, and one of her moves doesn't even do damage. Her Molten Shield is a shield. I mean, technically, it does do damage, right? But, I mean, they have to hit Annie or hit the person who has the shield on for the shield to do damage. So in reality, the Incinerate, she has to be pretty close to something for this Yoga Flame to be able to do damage, right? She shoots out a cone of fire to anything that's in front of her or next to her. And then the Disintegrate, this shit has a 3.6 second cooldown, and then Incinerate, this shit has 6.3 second cooldown, which is fucking forever, right? So in reality, again, my character has shields, and I could use the Spirit's Refuge. Annie has one of the slower auto attacks in the game. You see this? She has 0.6 attack speed. Twitch has 1.14 attack speed. Leona has 0.7, right? Yasuo has 1.2, which, I mean, technically he has attack speed items. Look, Jax has 1.03 with 0 attack speed items. You see this shit? Jax has 1.03 attack speed with 0 attack speed items. Annie has one of the slower attack speeds in the game, and she has 63 attack damage. My character has 57 armor. Her auto attack is not that crazy, right? So, in reality, she ran away right there, and we got the dragon. Again, that shit's not fake. Some characters has different values for attack speed and attack damage, right? I've been playing this shit since fucking 2012, so I got a decent idea of how this game works. I unlocked all the fucking characters in 2012 or 2013. It's 2026 now. So we go back to farming instead of going back shopping, because we want to stay up in levels. We're level 8 and their Yasuo's level 6. Yeah, the thing about, again, just like we were saying, when Yasuo took our Raptor camp is when they fucking lost the game. When Yasuo took our Raptor camp, they lost the fucking game because they lost control of the entire map. We took their Raptor camps in return, and then we took their red buff, and then this side of the map is basically inaccessible to them, or they would have to battle us for it. Which, again, they were not in a position to battle us, really. Yeah, that's one of the things about playing jungler, is that sometimes you get lucky on how you start the match, right? Because sometimes you will try to go to their jungle, and you might get their stuff from their jungle. Or sometimes you'll be in your jungle, right? And you guess incorrectly, right? So sometimes you can get unlucky. But most of the time, going to a lane is really easy, right? Because if you go to a lane, you just get experience automatically, you get money automatically. So playing the jungle, especially because you have to buy a jungle item, and then you don't get 2 summer spells, is a little bit more complicated. You kind of have to understand the flow of the game, or what kind of objectives you want to do, or what kind of game plan the other characters has. Because again, certain characters are better at being assassins or damage dealers, right? Some characters are better for farming, right? So a character like a Mumu or Nunu or Shyvana, they're really good at farming. Which is funny, again, some people tries to say, oh, playing video games, that's so easy, you're a moron, you're just pushing buttons, you don't do nothing. Right? That's what a lot of people tries to say about games, which in reality, you're funny. You're a funny person. Because there's so much shit to know about this game. And then right there, we backed off, because if Set landed a haymaker, we would have fucking exploded. We would have fucking exploded. Both of us might have died, so I backed off. Again, some people might say that's a necessary risk, but in reality, we took out Annie, and that was good enough. We took out Annie, and that was good enough. And so, funny enough, now the boys is getting together. We got Jax here, we got Yasuo with us, and we going to Pound Town. Now, the Wrecking Crew, we're gonna go on a demolition derby here. And then the other team gave up. They gave up right there. They forfeit, because in reality, we smoked the shit out of them. That's actually the truth. Okay, I think that was a good enough video. What do you guys think? Kinda unfortunate. Kinda unfortunate that it was just pure League of Legends, but in my opinion, that was a good enough video. Yeah, League of Legends kind of sucks. I don't know. The community and the internet's kind of fucked up. But, yeah, really weird as well, right? We got a couple of matches there that were believable or real, where they didn't cheat. Which, funny enough, they did cheat the first match, right? Let me see. Yeah, we played Ziggs, right? Yeah, we played Ziggs, and they cheated a little bit, but, I mean, it's fine. Not really, it's not fine. I mean, the game was okay. It's not fine. It's not fine. Yeah, again, this shit is fucked up. Shit is fucked up, but there you go. Enjoy. Be nice, you guys, right? Again, remember, you guys gotta be nice and have fun, right? Stop hitting your brother and your sister, or your kids with the metal side of the belt. Jesus Christ, dude. Enjoy! Right, people? That's right. Beep you. Oh, BB's so cute. BB's so cute. Oh, her niece. Oh no, her niece. It's okay, BB.